Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Smith in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson now off the bootleg. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Now Jackson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Number 21.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that catch number 100 for his young career, and remember, only in his 2nd season. The future bright. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's the end of the first.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
It's now 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 24, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Browns nothing. Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
On the carry.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
8 yards to go on second down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield with it once more. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Number 21.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 16-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check it out, Reed.
Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Jackson to Boykin, 1st down, Baltimore.
At the 28-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
4 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Browns.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And it's 3rd.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Now someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
2nd down and 3. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st down, Ingram. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 12. Down right around the 25. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Running for it, here's Chubb, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, fourth quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even begin to imagine. I understand being aggressive. You know, how many times have you looked at me and said, are you crazy? Why would you say go for it there? I wouldn't in this situation. I'm not sure what he was thinking other than maybe he doesn't believe in his defense at all anymore. He just says, I've got to go for it in this situation. But his meeting, the head coach's meeting with the GM and the owner, that's going to be an interesting one because he's going to have to offer an explanation for this one. And how about the defense? They had to look across the field and go, that's the ultimate disrespect, isn't it?
Yep. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game.
The Ravens take
You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Ooh, he's running.
Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for
In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for J.K. Dobbins. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
17.
Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
No.